Who to play in midfield for the Schalke game? Murphy and Williamson. That might be an interesting combination. Hello? Oh, head physio Catherine O'Kane. How can I help you? What do you mean there's been an incident in training? What sort of incident? Murphy's out of the Schalke game. Perfect. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 10, Episode 15 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we're playing Llanelli Town in the league as Allmark chases down that goal-scoring record. And then we host Schalke in the second leg of our Europa League Quarter-Final. We are 1-0 down from the leg in Germany. And it was always going to be tough, and it's maybe made a little bit tougher with the news that Ryan Murphy is out 3 to 5 weeks. We're in early April. That's almost a season ender for Murphy. It's a double blow because I was thinking, he hasn't looked out of place completely in Europe. He's a good passer, creative. I thought him and Williamson could play in midfield for us because we really didn't look good in midfield in that first leg. And it's just made things a little bit more difficult for us, this one. So that is a blow. It's a blow. We'll think about things. We'll change things around again for my initial plan, and we'll see where that takes us. Now, you haven't missed anything since last episode. We have come straight back, of course, since the Schalke game there. A quick update of the league table. We can see there we're absolutely running away with things, but perhaps the most important thing to look at here is Allmark's goal-scoring record. He has 40 goals. The league record, in case you aren't aware, is 47. You can see it down there. So he needs 8 goals to break that record. We have 3 games left to play. Now those games, if we go back to the schedule here, they are at home to Llanelli Town, away to Bengal City, and at home to FM20. If he's any chance, this is the easiest of the 2 games. Bengal City a second, FM20 a fourth. This is the easiest of the games. I'd say he needs at least a hat-trick here, doesn't he? And then that would mean he needs sort of 2 in the last 2 games. Or sorry, he would need, 5 in the last 2 games. So, I think a lot of it comes down to this one. If he's going to do it or not, we're going to find out. We're going to find out in the next few minutes here, because we're about to start the game. We are the favourites for this one. You can see they're in woeful form. They are the sort of the easy beats of the championship division, or split, I should say. Hugh Griffiths is their manager. He is a decent manager, maybe not the greatest coach going around. He was at Villa. He was at Bala Town for a bit before we got here, of course. They're a balanced, standard playing style. We have a look here. We don't really know exactly how they're going to come out against us, but this is looking something like it could be. Is that Littlemore was one of our ex-players, Zach Littlemore. I don't recognise any other former Bala players in there. This is a team that we're sending out. We're going back to the wingers. It's a fairly strong team. We really do want to try and get him across the line here. So Dimitri Hughes, our backup goalkeeper, he goes in goal for this one. He's decent enough, certainly for this level. Montgomery, KDH, Griffin McMenemy, and Ignatievic, who was suspended for the second leg. Let's not forget, against Schalke. There's the back 4. Giggs and Garmy go in midfield. It's Apgareth, Dixon, and Riola with the great man Allmark up top. Let's see if we can get him some goals. Now, a potential name on the bench we would like to bring off is Buckley. Now, he is, of course, the guy that came through our most recent youth intake. Looks an absolute star of the future. Only 16, and look at that. He's just already got all the midfield stats. So we will, in all likelihood, look to give him a debut in this one. It may make him the youngest player in club history. I'm not sure on that, though. So yeah, we'll see how the game's going, though. We should try and encourage the team. Come on, lads. Show me what you can do to keep the run going. Some calm, we have faith. And just give the ball to Mr. Allmark. That's the basic rule for today, isn't it? I did try to play the strongest team we could. Obviously, our centre midfield could be stronger. We hopefully are going to get off to a perfect start here as Allmark charges after the ball. It's not looking as though it's going to be a perfect start right now. We've got Ignatievic there. Cross comes in, headed away. Here we go with Dixon. Look at the space he's got in front of him. He goes early for Riola. Can he get it back in there for Allmark? Play it back, mate. He goes himself. He's still learning English, I think. Riola, give it to Allmark. Give it to El Allmark. Let's tell him to get creative. We have a highlight starting with a Dimitri Hughes goal kick. Griffin McMenemy brings it out of defence. He goes wide to Ignatievic. In there for Garmy. Garmy looks to get it forward early. Can't quite get it in behind for Allmark. And here we go again. We've won that. Giggs is there. He can't quite win possession. And it's not the most dominant start we've seen from us. Llanelli are certainly looking as though they can hold possession, which is not ideal. There's a loose pass. Garmy's picked that up. There's Allmark. Hey, here he goes. He goes past one. Can he go himself? Be a wonderful goal from here. Have a shot, mate. He does, and just a sider for Allmark there. We have a corner. Now, he does get a lot of goals from corners. Where is he? He's number 18, I think, Allmark, isn't he? There he is there. He's nodded it down to Dan Garmy, and Dan Garmy can't find the back of the net. I'll try and mark him up here so we can see Allmark at all times. Come on, boys. Come on. This is the problem we've had sort of since we've won the league. We're really not creating too many chances. Is that Allmark there? Yes, it is. All right. Ap Gareth. He knows what to do. He knows what to do, and he does it. And Allmark has his 41st league goal of the season. 22 minutes in. We're 1-0 up. Let's tell him to concentrate, but it's what Ap Gareth does, isn't it? He knows the drill. He's been here long enough. Give it to Allmark, and Allmark will score. And there it is at the near post. It's 1-0, but more importantly, the one was Damien Allmark. I know it's a team game, but it's not right now. We've already won the league. It's all about getting Allmark to this record. We'll give it a demand more here when we can. There we go. Dixon's not having a great time of things. We do have Vukovic on the bench. We could look to bring him on. Can we give it a push forward before half-time? Can we get a second goal? It doesn't look like we can. And there we go. So it's going to have to be an assertive, don't get complacent, boys. Go out there, get me some more goals, get Allmark some more goals. Riola is not having a great time of things. Are we exploiting the flanks? We are. Let's maybe take it off exploit the flanks, see if that helps us at all. Give it a get creative. Riola's not having a good time. I think it's going to be a Vukovic sort of game. Ideally, I kind of want to keep him fresh for Europe. Garmy, there it is. Oh, it's back post. It's down. No, not quite for Allmark. Montgomery has it now. He lines it up. Give it to Allmark, Riola. Give it to Allmark, Montgomery. He lines it up again, and this time it goes past the post, and that'll do it for the highlight. Goal kick. Lumps it long. Can we win the ball there? We can. Giggs knocks it down to Dixon. Dixon for Riola. He's got Montgomery with him. He goes back to Giggs instead. There it is for Montgomery. Forward to Riola. Get a cross in, mate. Get a cross in. Get a cross in. He tries. It's fallen out. Go and gun that, Montgomery. Come on, mate. And I wonder if we want early crosses on. Did we already have that on? I don't even know what my tactics are half the time. Here we go with Nichols bringing it forward. That's ambitious effort. No, not that. This one. Let's just get the ball into Allmark as soon as we can. He's good in the air. He'll win it most times. So let's just try that. Let's try giving them some praise. We are essentially dominating the game. We're going to call it on Riola. We're going to bring Vukovic on to play out wide left. And do we bring Buckley on? Ideally, I'd like at least a second goal before I do that. We'll give it a show some passion as the next shout. Come on, Allmark needs at least another goal. He can't get 7 in 2, can he? That would be a big ask. Come on. Come on. Let's make some changes. Let's get Buckley on for Giggs. Can he play as a deep-lying playmaker? Yes, he can. So it's going to be a debut here for Buckley. And is there anything else? Ap Garrett, we don't really have another option to play out wide right. So that's just going to have to continue as it is. Let's see if Buckley on debut, if he can get something going for us late here. We have a highlight. Can we win this ball back? Allmark does his best to close it down. He can't. It's there for KDH. Over for Montgomery. In there for Buckley. A first look at him in a Bala shirt. There it is. It's forward for Vukovic. Can he get it back for Allmark? Oh, it's off the post. It's off the post and it's a corner. Can we find Allmark at the back post? It's headed away. Ap Gareth is there. Ap Gareth. It's a foul. It is. Is it a red card? It's just the first offence. Allmark lurking. Garmy off the keeper, mate. Off the post. Let it rebound out for Allmark. Garmy. Well, he did his best. He's rebounded off the wall, though. Come on. We need a second goal for Allmark, or else it is really, really looking difficult for him to get this record. Push forward, boys. Push forward. I don't have another shout. And there it is. It's just the one goal for Damien Allmark. He needs 7 goals in the last 2 games. You need to be better, boys. You need to be better. So Littlemore suffers defeat against former clubs. Buckley makes his professional debut. And yeah, Will Giggs is being looked at for, is it a loan move? I don't know. It doesn't matter. If they want him, they can have him. But there we go. It's going to be tough now, isn't it? It really, really is going to be tough for Allmark to get this record. He needs 7 goals in 2 games, and those 2 games are against, was it Bengal City and Afan Lido? Can he do it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you want to come back for the last 2 league games and see if he can do it? Again, let me know in the comments. Maybe that's... Is he a little bit too far away? Let me know in the comments if you want to do those last 2 league games and see if he can get across the line. Guys, wait right there, though. Right now, we are hosting Schalke. Can the European dream go on to the Final Four? Okay, welcome back. Now, Buckley has become our youngest ever player. He's picked Allmark. Look at that. He's picked him by about 3 weeks. So I'm sure Allmark's not going to be pleased about that. But Buckley is the new youngest ever player. And let's go. We hope he goes on to achieve anything like what Allmark has for the club. And he will go down as a legend, I am sure. Now, somewhat annoyingly, Liverpool's poached one of our youngsters as well. So that's not great. His potential ability is only half a star. So I'm not quite sure why they're poaching him. But yeah, there we go. That's, as I said, very, very annoying indeed. But right now we have... I'm so nervous about this. We have our Champions League, Europa League Quarter-Final second leg against Schalke. We're 1-0 down after the first leg. We cannot afford defensive mistakes here. If we concede an away goal, we're in serious trouble. David Wagner is their manager, an adventurous standard playing style. We do have an analysis report, unfortunately though, not from when we last played them. But we do have their last game against Werder Bremen. They did win that. They are still second in the Bundesliga. Still 2 points back of Bayern Munich. But, well, we're expecting them to come out in this sort of a formation rather than the 4-4-2. Now, looking at this, they're quite narrow defensively, which makes me think, do we want to go with wingers and try and stretch them? Yeah, you can see they're a little bit narrow in their passing, but then again, are they going to play the same way against us that they do against Werder Bremen? At this stage in Europe, you might say yes, they probably will, but we're going to stick with this formation, but there is changes to it. So Taniskovic goes in goal. It's Norrington Davies. O'Halloran comes into the back line with Goddard Wanmi. Cameron comes in for the suspended Inacevic. Lolo moves forward one into a defensive midfielder on support. Broughton moves forward one as the deep-lying playmaker. Tommy Williamson drops back into midfield to be the advanced playmaker for us and trying to get forward. Obviously, the Big Mac continues up top, and we're going with Tate as a false 9. He can play it. What I'm hoping here is that him dropping off with a long shot of 17, maybe he unleashes something special for us, and then we love him forever. The bench is Hughes, Gosney, Montgomery, York, Yamaguchi, Averman, and Vukovic. We do have the option to switch to wingers if we need to. I don't know if I've got my tactics right. Let's just hope I have. Alright, and here we go. They are lining up as expected. Not in the 4-4-2 that they did in the first leg. Oh, so nervous. Encourage the team. If I'm nervous, the players are probably nervous. Again, just no pressure, boys. Just go out there and just play your hearts out. That's all I can ask of you. Alright, and here we go. I feel sick. I'm so nervous. It's the hope that kills you. And we're in the game, and that's almost the worst thing. We're 25 seconds in. Are we about to very quickly go out of the game? We conceded, of course, very early in the first leg, and then we didn't see much else from them. Are we going to go and sort of do the same trick in the second leg, and it will just about see us out of the tie? Oh, no, don't do it. And this time, luckily for us, it rockets wide. We'll give them an early shot of concentrate, boys. And, yeah, I mean, we do need to try and keep it tight. We obviously cannot afford to concede a goal, and we need to somehow find a way to score as well. Let's give it a get creative. The game seems to have settled down. They're inspired by that. Schalke's looking frustrated. We haven't seen a highlight outside of the first 30 seconds. And now we have one, and it's not starting the way we want it to. Can we get a block in here and go up the other end? Oh, if they score, we're done, aren't we? We're not going to score 3, surely. McKennie, it's there. It's one thing I'm a little bit concerned about here is that my tactics clearly haven't worked particularly well, have they? The first, I think, port of call is to look to exploit the flanks, so we might, hoping they don't score here, we might go and do that. Gallet, it's a good ball through. Taniskovic can make the save. Alright, a couple of things I'm seeing here. They're looking to go through the middle, so let's narrow that up a little bit, and let's go and exploit these flanks. Let's raise this tempo up as well. Come on, boys. Come on. We did work on defending free kicks and corners before the game. So hopefully we're going to see a benefit of that. It's a good header away from O'Halloran. Lolo has it at the edge of the area. It's lost it though. Pedro Gabriel, that's the Spanish Peter Gabriel, I'm assuming. Come on, win that. It's a nothing ball forward. We've got another corner to... Oh, it's the wrong way. It's going the wrong way. Oh, it's over the bar. The game it's not going how we wanted it to, is it? Come on, boys, demand more. We have not had a shot on goal yet. Is this going to be a shot on goal for us? It's the first time we've seen us with possession, I think. It's a throw-in. Cameron in for the Big Mac. Mackmeyer, can he square it? He goes back to Tommy Williamson. It's bounced away. Norrington Davies can't miss! And Norrington Davies ties up the tie. It's 1-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. A little bit of luck there, perhaps. Norrington Davies could not miss. It was an open goal. He just had to pass the ball into the back of the net. Mackmeyer held it up wonderfully for Williamson. It's a good shot, deflected off the defender. Out to Norrington Davies. Is that the little bit of luck? It's a first goal this season for Norrington Davies. It's 1-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate, and it's the first we've seen of ourselves. Are we going to get to half-time? Yes, we are. And we're winning this game. We're winning the game. We're not winning the tie. We're drawing the tie. We are still in a situation where we cannot afford... Assertive, dig in, boys. Dig in. We cannot afford to concede a goal because that really, really does... make life extremely, extremely difficult for us, because then we would have to really open up and also not concede another goal. So needless to say, we can't afford it. We just can't afford to do it. Individually, the match ratings aren't fantastic, if we're honest, but we've done enough. We've kept them out. We've got a goal. And if we can be better in the second half, we just might be able to go into the final four of this competition. Tanaskovic has kept us in with a couple of really good saves. We'll give it a little bit of time. At what point do we go to wingers and admit that whilst we've looked solid, we've not particularly looked good? They get forward again. Ball back to McKennie. We can't afford a goal, boys. We cannot afford a goal. Oh, Jesus. At least these long shots aren't going in so far. That's a positive for us. Alright, the Tate experiment hasn't particularly worked, so we are going to change things up. We want to do this. I don't think we want to be quite that aggressive though, do we? So let's stay like that. Let's get Lolo back in there. That all looks good. Is Goddard the defender we want to take off? Where's Goddard's match rating? 6-6. Yeah, he is. Okay, so Averman goes down the right. Vukovic comes on to go down the left. Mackmeyer up top, mate. The big target man. And what else do we want to do here? We probably do want to exploit the flanks. We need to go at them. Well, we don't have to. We can't afford to concede a goal. That's the thing, isn't it? Let's be more compact. And let's get out there. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's hope wingers is the answer. We've made 2 subs now, so if it's not the answer, we've really dug ourselves in a tactical hole. But let's see what we can do. Come on. We saw they were narrow against Werder Bremen. Are they being particularly narrow against us? We haven't done anything, have we? Come on, boys, get creative. It's next goal wins. There's a goal now, it wins it. Can we get it? Oh, here we go. It's Lolo from a corner. Where's Big Mac? It's punched away. It's out there for Vukovic. Go on, son. Out there for Norrington Davies. Checks back to O'Halloran retreating. Don't do that, boys. Don't do that to me. We go all the way back to Tanaskovic. Don't drop a clanger, mate. Don't drop a clanger. He gets it forward for Williamson. Out. Whoa, it's a loose pass. We do pick it up with O'Halloran. Forward to Mackmeyer. Back to... Whoa, we're passed to each other, boys. No. No. Oh, it's a big save from... Big save from Tanaskovic again. Let's maybe just lower this tempo down. I think we're being a little bit excited there, boys. We're trying to ping it around and it's bouncing everywhere. Corner comes in, it's headed away. Are they going to whack one in from the edge of the area? Oh. Is it going to be our day? Have we sacrificed enough goals from the edge of the area? We've pleased the football gods and we're going to make us suffer anymore. Demand more, boys. We're going to extra time. Celtic have beaten Napoli. Is that what I'm seeing there? So it will be Celtic in the semi-final if And they've missed a late penalty as well. If we get through, it's Celtic in the semi-final and we'd have to be a chance. I'm dizzy. I'm actually dizzy. Come on, boys. All right. Assertive again. Don't let this slip away. This is such a good opportunity. We will never, well, maybe, hopefully we will, but we won't tell them that. We will never have another opportunity like this, boys. This is it. You are playing for your lives. You're playing for your families. You're playing for everybody. I should have told Vukovic don't get himself sent off. Is that going to come back and haunt me? I'm too busy being motivational. I'm not paying attention. I'm motivating myself here and I'm not paying attention. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Oh, this is a good opportunity. Brewerton is looking tired. We do have York on the bench who could come on. We've got to start thinking about penalties here as well, don't we? First half of extra time is done. Let's just take a thinking for a second here about penalties. We've taken off Tate, who's our best penalty taker. Brewerton can take a penalty. Yamaguchi is not too bad. Lolo is not great. I mean, we're not great penalty takers, are we? So what we could do, we could take O'Halloran off. We could bring on Yamaguchi. And then put Yamaguchi in Brewerton's spot. Put Brewerton in the deep-lying playmaker, a deep-lying midfielder, sorry. And then Lolo can drop back into defence. So we'll look to do that towards the end. So Yamaguchi, as long as I don't get too excited to come on, and it's a kick-off highlight. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we win this and get them on the break? That's what we've got to hope. Oh, it's a red card for Norrington Davies. No, it's Brewerton. I should have taken him off. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it with 10 men. Alright, so we have to go back to this now, don't we? We have to go back. It's going to have to be... Who is our weakest penalty taker? Alright, think. We were going to take off O'Halloran, weren't we? But does that have to change now? We've got to be solid defensively, don't we? We're going to have to bring on... We're going to have to bring on Gosney, aren't we? We're going to have to play Gosney in the back. Who's better on the cover? Right, let's do that. Lolo, so we're going to have to bring on Yamaguchi, who was the better penalty taker, because that's what we're playing for now. And who do we want to take off? Has to be Vukovic. Sorry, mate, you're on a booking as well, and we can't afford it. Obviously, another sending off. So we're going to have to take Vukovic off for Yamaguchi. We'll make that change. Mackmeyer goes up top by himself. Target man on support. And now we've got to try and just, where we can, get it forward. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Just hit early crosses. Try and get it into Mackmeyer where we can. Slow it down. And we really are now just playing for penalties, aren't we? We probably do, but we want to try and keep possession, don't we? We want to try and both keep possession and and hit them on the break, which is a difficult thing to do. All right. I mean, we beat Red Bull Salzburg with 10 men. Can we do the same here? Luckily, we did have an extra sub there, so we could actually make those changes. Oh no, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do it. Concentrate, boys. Oh. I don't know if penalty isn't going to be any better. Is it away? Gosney, good header down, son. He is good in the air, so that's important. We've got to get out a little bit quicker to this here. It's a good tackle. It's bouncing around. Oh, and that is going to do it. It's Jonathan David. It's an away goal. And I don't know if there's a way back. Oh, no. Cameron with a decent tackle. It's bouncing around, and it's only just inside the post. If it was any further towards Teniskovic, he would have saved it. And that's how it ends. We were outplayed, weren't we? We weren't good enough. Oh, but it's heartbreaking. It's extra time. It's extra time. First leg triumph helps Schalke pass Bala Town. It would have been Celtic in the semi-finals as well, and I really think we would have had a really good chance against them. Brewerton, for the second time this season, has got himself sent off in Europe. It is the second time, isn't it? I'm sure he got a second red card. Once in the Champions League, once in the Europa League. And that's where it ends. That's where it ends. It was the away goal. We needed a goal in Schalke. We didn't get it. And it's ended up costing us. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I think what we will come back. We will come back to see if Omar can get this record. He needs 7 goals in 2 games. He got 6, didn't he, against Aberystwyth Town here. You never know. You never know. But it'll be interesting. This is, of course, last call for Player of the Year nominations. Speak now, forever hold your peace. And I'll see you next time as Omar goes for the record against Bangor and FM20. Take care.